Good morning from the garden. It's July 29th, Saturday morning. And it looks like it's going to be kind of overcast and cloudy all day, which is good for the heat. I just checked, it's like 84 degrees out here already, but it's nice breeze blowing. I'm going to need to pick all the vegetables today and get everything picked. And the first thing I'm going to work on is to side dress a little fertilizer on the eggplants down there and the sunflowers. Well, let's go down there and look. Well, one thing for sure, it's going to be a lot of tomatoes to pick today, especially the small ones. But you can see lots of big ones, big round ones in there too. Okay, I'm going to side dress a little fertilizer on the eggplant there and keep them producing and happy. So far they've produced a lot of eggplants, so I'm sure they need a little more fertilizer to keep them going. The cucumbers had been looking really good all year, but either they're getting to that age now, or either the last week or so the weather's been up in the 90s and they're really super hot, and we had a few really bright sunny days, so maybe time they're getting ready to start dying back. But I'm add a little fertilizer around them and hit them with some water and see if I can wake them up. You know, sunflowers are a good 7 or 8 foot tall now and starting to get buds on them. It's going to be time to take a couple of blooms down to the county fair here in about either 3 or 4 weeks. So they're going to have to hurry up and bloom if I'm going to have a bloom ready for the fair. I'm going to go ahead and side dress a little fertilizer on them and water them too. The okra finally took off and started blooming, and I've actually picked a couple of pods this week and eaten them. So I'm going to go ahead and side dress and water the okra too and get it going. Looks like it's ready to take off. That's kind of odd. It looks like a little bit of oil leaking out of the Honda here. It's really strange. It looks like it's leaking right around the governor shaft. There's the shaft going into the crankcase. That's going to have to keep dripping. That would be a lot of time consuming job to pull that apart and put a seal in there. And found a cricket, but he's a little shy. There he is. Hello, Mr. Cricket. Time to hear them chirp. There you go. Might as well go around the side beds here while I'm hot and sweaty. May as well come around the beds in the back too. Americans is really looking good. Wow, that fan sure does feel good after pushing that lawnmower around for a few minutes. Actually, it's self-propelled, but going around all those beds, it's a lot of pushing and pulling. It's like 89 out here, and well, they checked the weather, and it says it feels like 98. I believe it. I'll run through and pick these tomatoes real quick. There's a bunch of them out here. They really don't need another day out here. It feels like 98 degrees. Get these things off. Somebody can take them home tomorrow morning. They're absolutely everywhere. Let's pick them and see what we get. I'm guessing, oh, that's a big one there. Leaves are in the way. There's my hand in comparison. There, it popped it right off. That's a big one, close to a pound. These Celebrity Plus are determinate plants, and they only get so tall. The second one here is only like 3 feet tall. And this little guy just picked him, and he's out here in the sun. Let me go over here in the shade where I get a better picture maybe. You probably heard us talk about a tomato gets scalded. Well, That's kind of scalded right up in there where it's kind of yellow and not, down here it's turning nice cherry red. That's kind of scalded. It's not going to turn red because the sun kind of scalded it. And there's a lot of cherry tomatoes to pick. These things are everywhere. Some more down here on the end. These are varieties called Sun Peach. Those Juliet tomatoes are looking nice over there. And 3 buckets of big round ones and just about a complete bucket of small ones. And I didn't even pick all the small ones. There's at least another quarter bucket out there, but I got too hot. Some of these are pretty nice tomatoes. Looks like the garden's going to be in for a rough little thunderstorm here in a few minutes. The trees are just blowing. A few minutes ago it blew so hard I thought the crepe myrtle was going to fall over. Like the sunflowers are still standing, got a little lightning there. Wow. Hang in there, garden. Wind picked up again. Wind whipping those oak trees. Whipping the maple pretty hard too.